The shoes and design bags. She got a name, but everybody call her fine names.
All right, chill before we get copyright strikes. Hey, yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast. This is your boy. What the fuck just happened? Zaval, did you leave me in the middle of the podcast? And I'm leaving all this in. It's your boy, Matt.
And
spell it. All right, let me finish my thing. All right, let me finish my thing.
So do it again.
Okay, rewind. Sit. All right, it's your boy Matt.
I can't wait.
Spelling. God damn it, yo. And my lovely co-host for the Sex Chronicles. This is Sex Chronicles. What is this? 5?
Yes.
Sex Chronicles 5.
Cinco.
Yes.
And me, Val.
We ain't have
And you can find me at Sophily_Val as well. Follow my podcast because I have a podcast. It's based on music therapy and deep discussions. So you can follow that at Reflections with Val on Instagram. And we have a guest today. Okay. And I want him to introduce himself. Go ahead.
Howdy. This is motherfucking Cowboy.
So I just want you to know, Cowboy.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Cowboy is the man when it comes down to anything sports and women related. I don't know who decided they wanted to call me at this time of night. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not professional.
Is it that thought box?
I hope so. But when it comes down to anything women's sports related, you're the man that you need to go to. Mm-hmm. You know, man, you make it entertaining, yo. And you know what? I'm gonna say this a lot. I'm gonna say this on my podcast. They need somebody like you. They need somebody like you. They need someone who got the energy. There don't be no energy out there with the women's stuff. And I enjoy their stuff. I mean, I actually do. I actually enjoy their work.
They put a lot of energy out there on the field, so might as well have the energy when they're getting interviewed.
They should get the same amount of respect that the men get. But,
right.
But you bring that. You know what I mean? You bring that extra flavor to it, so I like it. I appreciate you. You what you're doing. Can you please let them know your podcast and where they can find you and what do you do?
My podcast is Cowboy's Corner. You can find that on any listening platform that you could think of, and it's basically just me interviewing the Women's Football League players from a fan aspect.
Right.
Because that's a platform you don't see.
Right.
You know, you see coaches doing interviews. You see, the sportscasters that know what the hell they're talking about.
Exactly.
And using jargon that, other people don't really understand. But me,
right.
I want to know in depth. I want people out there to know that they're not just football players. They have degrees. They have businesses. They're smart.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like
right.
You put a light on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shine a light on them.
So not only I do that, and I'd have a episode of a coaching standpoint where we break down plays, because most of the players are coming from 7-on-7 type football and haven't played 11-on-11. So it's a different animal for them. So they need the help, so we break down the plays and give them that added boost for the next season. And then that's pretty much it. And then I'm a contributing writer where I also just basically write
for a radio station, right? Or a magazine.
It's called Global Women's Sports Radio, and you can find them on Facebook, on
iHeartRadio or something like that, or is this just?
It's just what they call it. Don't get me the line. They do have a podcast, but they ain't farted with it in a minute.
Right.
And but they have every sport. They have contributing writers as well for basketball, women's basketball, and they spotlight those players as well, and coaches. And so they wanted me to come on board, and I've been doing it a couple weeks now. Each week I have a different piece. So just follow me on Instagram at mfcowboy, and you'll be able to know when I drop an episode. I do an IG live every Wednesday and Sunday, and then I post everything.
Yeah, I catch him at later. I usually see him come up. I'm like, I can't watch it right now, but I catch it later. But
that's why I save them.
So check it out.
I'm glad you do. Like, some people don't be listening when I say we need to save stuff.
And it helps because a lot of the players are worldwide. So
Right.
you got England, and they're asleep and we're awake. So
Right.
it just helps them out.
Awesome, man. I appreciate what you're doing. Well,
I want to actually thank you for providing everything, and also feedback, because he's been following Lovely Important Nonsense and listening. So I just want to thank him for that and listening to Reflections and for giving us the support as much as we have with you. It's really, really good that we're able to give each other that space. So thank you.
Yeah, it's all support. And basically I was just looking through Instagram, I typed in, I think, New Jersey podcasters or something like that, and then Jersey media popped up. I'm like, oh, okay, because I was doing so much research on podcasters and podcasting, and like how it's good to get into a little community and be able to help each other out on equipment. Like this right here is like PhD shit compared to what I got. And so it all isn't. I don't even know what the fuck that thing is over there.
we got you. We'll talk to you about it. We know.
I'm still baby stepping it and everything. So this is all real cool. So I appreciate y'all inviting me on.
No problem.
And everything. And I love listening to Lynn when I'm at work in the mornings. And
yo, he be telling me like, yo, you okay? Every times I'd be like, I knew the podcast was shit. And I'd be like, fuck it, yo. I don't care how it comes out. He'd be like, yo, you're all right, yo. You okay? I'd be like, yeah.
Damn, it's like I'll listen to it, and right then I'm like, remember that one you spent about 15 minutes trying to flick the lighter, and it just kept on going, and then you started complaining about...
I'm glad you be sending me feedback. You know what? You're the first person that sent me feedback.
Yeah.
You was the first person that sent me feedback. I got feedback later, but from other people, but like, you were the first. And I was like, I appreciate that. Because it told me what not to do. It be some mornings I don't be giving a fuck. If you know what,
you know what type really don't.
Yeah, quarantine Matt is. You know what quarantine Matt is. If you listening this far, I'm pretty much up early and I ain't got nothing to do, and I'm just gonna talk into this fucking mic.
Yeah, it's birds chirping.
It's birds
you know
chirping.
What's crazy?
People like, you got birds in New Jersey? I'm like, yeah, we got birds in New Jersey. Of course we got birds in New Jersey.
He said, let's hear the birds. Bleep, 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 bleep.
So today it's but we gotta get back into I'm surprised you wanted to do Sex Chronicles until I heard the stories, and I was like, all right, we're gonna bring
Yes.
Sex
I got
Chronicles.
stories for days.
Exactly.
Right,
so we had to have Glenn on.
Yeah, Kat wants me on too when she's
because you got stories and scenarios for days.
There was like, yo, his stories sound like yours, man, and I was just like, I gotta hear some of these, man. I gotta hear some of these stories.
We seen up the pot.
So you wanted to start it off with
So give us a scenario. Give us one of your craziest scenarios that you've experienced. I think you said one with me over direct message on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
so
that one.
That one's pretty. That one was level at a scale of 1 to 10. What level of crazy was that to you? Was that like the craziest you've had experience?
That's pretty much been the craziest one.
Okay.
It involved a gun, so
explain it.
So we're gonna have to talk
we got
about
another
it.
gun story.
Let's talk about it.
Important nonsense that women be bugging. Okay, and that's the this is the second gun story. Go ahead, tell them what the story is.
Yeah, I mean, even though it wasn't a woman that had that, but
Jesus Christ.
No, it was a swinging kind of situation, and the first wife, she wanted to try it kind of thing because in her head she's like, okay, well, if we do this, then it's almost like a controlled cheating kind of thing. And there's different aspects of it, and I could break it down if y'all need me to. But we found this couple and went over to their place and whatnot, and apparently the husband figured that to break the ice, he was showing us his gun collection.
That is the worst way to break the ice. I'm like, that's the wrong signal I want to put out right now if I'm about to go fuck your wife. Right? That's the wrong signal I want to put out there, but I hear
you. That's a red code right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a red whoop. Why is there guns? right. What was your thought there?
Well, I was like, okay, well, is it loaded or not? Because in Texas, everybody got guns. So it was just used to it. But yeah, I mean, when you're about to
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
When you're about to fuck and everything, it's like, I don't want to see your gun collection. I mean, some guys get aroused by gun collections, but I sure as hell don't. You know, I want to gun your wife. I don't want to see your guns.
That's
you know,
pretty much crazy.
Damn.
yeah. So it was crazy.
Does Texas have a big swinging scene?
In the probably the bigger cities kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know, it's pretty much not out there.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So what
know?
happened? What happened after
So,
this?
yeah.
This gun. He decided to show you. Well, you was like, hey, this is my.
Oh
AR.
yeah, you want to see the shotgun and
Yeah.
everything else, and like, oh yeah, cool.
I thought it was two women.
What is he trying to say?
Well, my wife and his wife were in the room.
Oh.
Satisfy my wife
Okay.
or I'll blow your head off.
Yeah, the
So
situation.
that's what I'm
We were all in
saying.
the same room.
Right, right.
Okay.
And
Now-
what was your wife's reaction here?
She really didn't give a shit. She wasn't paying too much attention.
She was probably like, "Oh yeah."
So she didn't
Yeah.
give a shit about none of that.
I mean, she
It would probably turned her on a little bit more about it.
who knows? She wanted his gun, but
So-
you know, it was a soft swap. So basically, it means where he didn't fuck her, my wife, and I didn't fuck his wife, but we played around. You know,
Okay.
like his wife would blow me, and then my wife would blow him, kind of thing, and it was same room. And so there's also hard swap where you're actually penetrating the other person, and you could do same room hard swap or different room hard swap. Most people like the separate room hard swap because, you know, the guy really doesn't have that mental capacity to see his wife get fucked by another dude. So
Right.
they do it separate room kind of thing.
Right.
And so we just did the soft swap. So it's like do all the foreplay with the other person, but when it comes down to the penetration part, then you use your own wife kind of thing.
feel like
Okay, I
just got
see what you're
smarter,
saying.
yo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is smarter. Because I always thought with swingers, like they do share that. Period. Point blank.
Like,
Like,
where do you learn this lingo? I always wanted to know when it comes down to these like different swingers, dominatrix, or whatever. There's like lingo you have to get to.
You could actually go. There's a website called fetlife.com where that's the whole world is there, from dominatrix, femdoms, you know, master slave, dom sub, furries, which is like you just dress up as a furry critter when you're
Yeah.
having sex. But
Yeah, I heard about
as
that.
a perpetrator,
No, furry critter.
furry critter.
furry,
Yeah, so, like,
furry critter,
so they
not
put on, like, a-
perpetrator.
I heard perpetrator for some
No,
reason.
no,
I
no.
don't have a headphone, so
No,
Okay.
so so it's a
Furry critter.
critter. Like
I was like,
so you look like a dog.
no, I understand that.
Yeah, dog, fox,
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
I got that.
I know. I gotta.
I just thought that you meant.
Do I need to get Joe to draw you a picture?
I think so.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Because he's very illustrative.
No, I'm fine. I know what you meant
So,
by
yeah.
that after you said it. I just heard like a rapist or something of that nature, and I was like, okay.
No, not a predator.
Yeah, like something of that nature. That's what I
No,
thought.
no.
Perpetrator or something of.
There
There are. Don't get me wrong. There are people that I've heard that are out there that are interested in that. So don't even. I'm saying. I've heard some crazy stuff,
it's different.
some crazy scenarios from one of my boys, and he told me
Different
that was
strokes
like
for different folks. right?
Yeah. That
There-
was
there
the.
are some women that want to
that was the
kidnap.
draw of the line in his relationship. He was like, "Babe, we gotta have a sit down."
So wait, hold on, time out.
But yeah.
Okay, I didn't know how we got to like kidnapping, but
No, of course.
But,
But
what
I'm
I'm
just
saying
letting
is,
you know.
hold on.
Yeah,
So
some
I'm
women
saying-
like that.
So wait, we're kidnapping now?
No, we're just saying the different kinds.
I
of
get what you're
things
saying,
in the
but-
sex, and that you can bring in the bedroom. These are the different kinds of things that people like dominatrix, like being in submission.
You build a scene.
Yes. They like that. It's like role play to them, and there's some females who are into that, and it does come from a trauma in a deep place. We could speculate, but some people genuinely like to paint that scenario. My boy told me about his ex asking about that. It was crazy, and he
Okay.
had to have a sit down with his girlfriend about it. Like, why do you want this? And she was
So
like,
no one else played the robbery scene? Is that just me?
yeah, the robbery scene is
You-
included
you
in
can-
that. The rapist, the kidnapping scene.
No. We don't play rapist scene.
But that's
You could play the robbery scene
Unless
to
we got to
where
go.
if you
that's
want
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
the
I don't think
the
that's
cop, and
No, robbery.
you want to be the robber.
I'm robbing that ass.
or the
If
maid.
you could build a scene however you want to build it.
Okay.
We was going back to it. So we off of kidnapping now? So it's going back to what we're saying about these languages.
Oh yeah.
And how you find it. And
Pretty
you said
much that
you
site.
So this site also allows you to find the people that are interested in it, or
Yeah, you can. The ones that we had found, this was before I had found that site. There's a site, I think it's called SLS, Swinger Lifestyle, and that's where we had found those couples was on there. And it's like they'll have monthly meetings, like a group party kind of thing, where, you know, you walk in, you could throw your keys in a fishbowl kind of thing, and then at the end of the night, the women will pull out keys, and that's who you go home with kind of thing. And they have all different kind of games and whatnot.
what if you got a key and you ain't like the person? Like
I think everybody got a dark side. That's
so
what I
what
gotta
if we
say.
like the key and then the person that comes out look like, you know, he just doesn't match what you would
Fuck,
or she would match what.
I mean, the other half has probably already gone home with the other dude, so there ain't no telling.
So you might as well just do it.
Yeah, you might put a bag over her head or something.
Yeah,
Really?
turn it the other way.
Or the other way, put a bag over his head.
That's terrible. That's terrible, man.
You've done that?
No, hell no, I ain't. I ain't mess with a two-bagger.
Is the furthest you
know.
guys ever went was just swinging, or was it just what? Did you go to like the orgies and things like that?
Yeah.
No, it's just like with her, it was just mainly because she was still conflicted with the whole religion and everything else. So it was only like 2 experiences we had with the whole soft swap swinging part of it, and then the second wife that I met, she was actually involved in that, the whole swinging part of it. I mean, her exes have done that before and everything else, but I wanted to get away from that because I was more like, okay, I'm jealous. I want one for me kind of thing. I didn't want to share it, so you know.
Right, I get what you're saying.
That was a whole
Like constantly, all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was selfish with, you know, if I got somebody, I wanted to keep her.
Right.
I already went through one cheating spell with the first wife, so this one I ain't trying to share, period.
See, that's another thing to question here. This is very important, and this is something that's going on currently, is if a man cheats or if a woman cheats in a marriage, there are times where some people have let their differences aside and made the differences work out and stayed in the marriage. And at that point, you know, made it work out.
Yeah,
like
you kind of have
with
to.
the Will Smith and Jada situation, you know, they're married. He did that. She did that very same thing. He was very well aware. And he could have said, you know what, I'm divorcing her. But he's still married to her. So is he considered, you know, any different?
Basically,
you know
Will
what
Smith
I mean?
is just doing that because of all the money that they got, you know, unless they did a prenup.
That's true.
You know,
They have businesses and companies together.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's
like,
a whole legal issue no lawyer wants to fuck with. So it's like
they'd rather save each other the headache.
Yeah. That makes absolute sense, actually.
You know, you do want to stay together, like if you got kids, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, and then it gets to where you go fool around with whoever you want. I'll go.
Because at that point, you and your first wife could have still been together right now, and you guys could have been still fucking.
Yeah, if she would have let me go do my own thing, you know, you've done it 3 times, so might as well I get my one.
She wasn't trying to let you. She wasn't trying to let you.
Oh,
That's
if
selfish.
I do it one time, I mean, I'm the bad guy then.
3 times, my J?
But if she does it 3 times, then she's still the miracle child in the eyes of her family.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't she a god? You said she was into religion, right? The first wife.
Yeah.
So she did it 3 times and still into religion?
Yeah, well, that's just religion for
He
you.
said it like that. It was just fucked up.
Okay.
She wasn't all right in the head. So.
Hey, first wife. What's wrong with you? But hey.
It's like saying...
Dodge the bullet.
She's crazier.
I mean, well, you out of it, right?
She's a little crazy.
Oh, yeah, I've been out of that a long time now.
So, I'm glad you're out of that. That sounds insane.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Get questions out. Jesus Christ.
So let's talk about another scenario here. So that was a swinger scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But what was another crazy scenario or something that kind of stood out in your head that you'll always remember till this day? Like, was there a first experience that went bad?
Not really. Everything was just easygoing, you know. I mean, the only thing that keeps popping in my head was when I actually caught my second wife cheating in the act.
The second wife was cheating too?
Yeah, you know.
Damn,
Jesus
bro,
Christ. So I thought only the first one was cheating.
On?
No, the second one only did it one time, and I said, "Fuck you," and I left.
Did you do this one bad or you?
What happened here? What's
I didn't
going on?
do
Why are
shit
these
bad.
women?
No. I'm not saying that you did anything wrong.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Why are these women cheating,
Yeah.
Well, because I think I was working out of town all the time, and she had money and time to do whatever.
Copy.
But,
Okay.
you know, it's sort of like the same scenario. I'm putting food on the table, but
I know exactly what you're saying.
Damn.
mm-hmm.
Damn.
And it's on Valentine's Day.
He's
no
just a
less.
friend.
Oh, on Valentine's Day, huh?
You know the excuses. He's just a friend. He's just the gardener. Okay.
Hey,
He's just gardening our
Yeah,
lawn,
he-
I was
babe.
just
That's all
gardening.
he is. And I just prefer that Julio or Hector
Or Matthew.
or Matt just prefer it because he does it so good, so fucking good. And then
Exactly.
meanwhile,
He does.
you're over here fucking actor. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
I don't
gardening.
know.
He's gardening
He's
the
so
wrong.
fucking good, and you're mowing your lawn, and then the whole time he's over here making the fucking money, making money for the house. While you over here fucking Julio? I will get it. I will get it. But women do it, and you know what? I respect it.
So you're saying a lot of women cheat?
Not a lot. You know what's funny? Some women don't. I'm not gonna hold you, but I don't. I think women, wouldn't like to admit when we have cheated because it's sort of like, oh, women. You know, like it's like
Wait.
you don't expect a woman
So-
to disrespect or degrade. You know what I mean?
So
I don't know, if a woman's cheating, she starts blaming the dude for cheating and accusing him.
Do you think
It's a guilty conscience thing. I went through that.
you don't do that?
I went through that.
she accuses him for the reason why she cheated. Okay.
Okay. When it
Let me
comes
ask you a
down,
question.
when it comes
Let me
down,
ask you
hold on,
that.
no. When it comes down to that, you have to ask yourself: did she try communicating multiple times
me ask
of
you a
what she
question.
wanted and pleasing and what?
So let me ask you
Yeah,
a question.
if she
So,
got the dude's dick out her
why-
mouth long enough to talk.
why would a woman cheat out of what she's feeling?
Girl, yes.
You don't have enough liquor for this conversation.
You ain't gotta love.
I haven't even sipped enough.
Here's a question.
I haven't sipped anything.
No, seriously. Let me ask you something.
Go ahead, boo.
So,
Bo, 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 bo.
as a man, I could love a woman through any scenario. Okay? No, listen. I could love a woman out of any
had
scenario.
to-
Right? Exactly. Right? You
had
could love
to
a
soundtrack for
woman
you.
or whoever out of any scenario. Doesn't matter how bad the situation is. Why does a woman cheat when she feels a certain way?
When she feels a certain way.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I was gonna explain before you even asked that question. As a matter of fact, I said, how many times has the female tried communicating her way of being pleased? I need more communication from you. I need more compromise from you. I need more buttons. I need more of eating out. I need more of something of that
Why
nature.
does that matter? Maybe I need more too, but does that mean I need to cheat?
Again, she said that several months, nothing has changed. She gave you opportunity. She gave you time. She gave you chances. She's fucked you and nothing has changed. It's like leading the horse to the well but not able to have that horse drink. It's that kind of concept. You're trying to change something that you're subconsciously already doing in bed that we don't like. And that girl sometimes maybe does not know how to voice it. So instead of her just voicing it and telling that and letting her that shit down and letting that shit go and be like, you know what? I've been with this guy for 10 years. I think I could just, it's embarrassing to say what I like, but this is what I genuinely like. And I have to say it. You know what I mean? But we won't. What we'll do is confide in a man who's a friend of ours and we'll tell him about what we want to tell him or the man that we care about. And then that turns into something more. Because now that person becomes, listen, this is how I put it. If a woman now goes towards someone else besides the man in her relationship and the man that should be number one in her life to confide in, you're fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And that goes vice versa. Because she has to be able to confide in you in passion and sex and in your relationship. The moment that goes outside of your relationship and she goes towards another man, another house, you're fucking up, my guy.
So that brings it back to this. So because of her feelings.
Yeah, sometimes it's straight up boredom too. She's right. Sometimes it's like he's a simp. And if people don't know what simping is, yo, please research it. Because I was going to talk about that.
Good, because I was going to ask you, what the fuck's a simp?
So simp is like simple, but you take out the L and E.
Oh,
and it basically is a man that will... She's laughing. I'm sorry, we got Amy in the audience, and she's just making me laugh. Simp is basically a man that will give and give and give and be able to get used just because he thinks that's gonna make the girl like him. So he's very low and insecure, but instead of him admitting that to himself and earning that self-worth upon himself and then building that and just being like whatever, he thinks that he can win that girl. He gets friend zoned. He thinks he can win that girl by giving and giving in the friend zone stage, but it's not. She's leading him on the whole time. You know what I'm saying? She's just saying the things that he wants. Exactly. She's using and utilizing him, and that's a simp. A simp is a guy that got cheated on, like, you know, multiple times and took the girl back. A simp is a guy that takes abuse. A simp is a guy that takes abuse and still gives and like gives 1K to a girl that doesn't deserve it. That's a simp. A simp is all of that.
AKA dumbass.
AKA no, it's I don't know. They blind to it. They just feel like this girl is I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. So,
you're in that
with your
simp stage,
definition of your simp, right? Some guys will take that as a point of them caring, right? So let's just say you're calling this man a simp and he's caring about you, and then you destroy this guy's whatever, right? You'll be the first person to bash that man if he did something like that to you.
Yeah, 100%.
So, what gives you the right as a woman to do that?
To blame the guy?
No, to
bash him?
To not even to use this guy that you deem a simp.
A simp. Again, those girls who do it, not every girl is the same. So
I'm not saying every
okay,
girl,
but let me just break it down to you. Let me break down the 3 characteristics so we could get down to the clue. The one characteristic is the insecure girl. That's the girl that is obviously going to be the one to go into these men to fill up holes. So she's not going to care about your feelings. She is selfish about her own and she feels empty. So if she doesn't feel beautiful and this guy's telling her that she's beautiful and saying, hey, you beautiful, good morning every day, I'm going to want that. I'm going to like that. That's going to be my dopamine. That's going to be whatever fills that, right? So I'm going to keep riding it even though I'm not sexually attracted to him. I'm going to see how long this goes, and then I'm going to just use him. That is how we do it. Maybe we're not getting that value in our homes. Maybe we never have, and that's why when we get it, we just want it, and we don't care, and we're selfish. So those insecure women that don't want to face their insecurities and be like, this comes from this comes from that, that's where they're going from for escape. They're going to those men. They're going to dicks. They're going to whatever. They're going to drugs. They're going whatever to escape. And that's okay. We all do it. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Wear it out. But don't be afraid to face it. Because a lot of women are.
Well, those women create the dogs that they talk about.
Whoo! Bar. That's the gem right there.
Anyway, going back to sex.
Yes. Going back to sex.
You're getting too damn deep for me. Go back to the easy shit.
Let's go back to easy shit, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I like the easy shit. We was talking about tantric. Wasn't we talking about tantric earlier? Talking about something about holding out or not, something like that. Who was doing that?
What?
What did you bring that conversation up for?
What conversation?
The fucking holding
tantric
sex or whatever.
The tantric sex.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
What is the tantric sex?
That's when you get the woman. You can basically get the woman
without
off
touching?
without touching. It's all about arousal.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's some like ancient.
Like I could get I could get a feather and go over parts of Val's body and make you orgasm without even penetration. Just by sensory positions around.
I actually want to try that. I don't know why.
It's like, hey, who got a feather?
I need to find a bird.
Not a feather. It's just that whole thing. I never heard of this. I mean, I've heard of people like getting like the foreplay on in it. But like, I never heard of the whole like sexual
Don't you
experience.
gotta like set the mood, make sure everything's right.
I feel like it needs to be with someone that you like, you know, like it has to be sensual. It can't just be like with someone that you just met.
You'll set the candles up, like the aroma type candles up. It'll be a mood type setting. And
damn, this sounds like heaven.
You can use feathers, you can use your fingertips, you can use ice cubes if you want. Just run them through.
Actually, I had that. That's one of the experiences that I think I had. Like, and I was like so like taken off by it because I didn't know how to experience it. Where I had a guy put like a head like blindfold me and then basically like ran down ice, and I was like, this is different. Like, okay, because I didn't know
it. You didn't get cold.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Frostbite all over your nose. Shit.
Well, he had it in his mouth, so it didn't affect me, but it was very, yeah.
I want you to paint a picture for my audience, please.
Yeah, it took away your sight, so your sense of touch, sensory.
Exactly, I couldn't just, I felt all of it, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. What happened?
Nothing. Oh. Sorry about that. So that's all tantric is?
Pretty much, yeah. It's like an aura kind of thing.
What is the weirdest category in there? Like bestiality, I think, and child pornography.
Bestiality in there?
Well, it's not a category, like especially on that site. No.
Okay.
It's like you ain't gonna fuck an animal, but it's mainly like, to me now. I'm not disrespecting anybody who likes this shit, but you know, it's a no for me. But it's the whole golden showers and, you know, brown, we're shitting on your chest kind of thing. You know, that some people are used to that. They get in that kind of shit, but you know, that ain't.
Don't get me started with the shit on the chest.
Like the urination and stuff.
Yeah, that's a golden shower. You know,
that's that R. Kelly. That's that R. Kelly shit, yo.
Yeah, that's it.
Remember the first video? Remember the first R. Kelly video?
Yeah, I'm gonna pee on you.
Yeah, piss on you, yes I do.
Yeah.
Yo, it's wild, yo.
Fuck R. Kelly. I haven't listened to him.
No, you're bugging. I'm not even going to bring this up.
Yeah, we all know
I'm not
that.
going to bring this up, but fuck R. Kelly too.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But that's one category. That's gross. Yeah, you're right. That's crossing the line for sure. I wouldn't want to do that at all.
Yeah, I don't even know how it's physically possible. Your heart.
Have you ever had a sexual experience that when you had it after you were like, I kind of question if I was molested? Or no?
No, I mean, you can't rape the willing.
Yeah.
And
there was a comedian that said that, and everybody laughed. Right. Have you guys ever had
a sexual Yeah, I had one.
First sexual experience, and then question, was I molested? Because it was great, but you were like...
I mean, now, if she was like really dog-ass ugly and weighed about, 500-600 pounds.
Yeah, I think with guys, as she's ugly, then it was rape.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, if she's like, look like a hideous beast. Like, she came in, she got like half a jaw or some shit. She raped me.
Yeah, if she looked like the type you could strike a match on her cheek, then yeah, we're
she got a cobra skin face.
What if she goes around and says, I fucked Glenn?
I'm like, I was raped. I'm calling the cops right away.
So you would just instantly
calling the cops.
Wow.
Calling the cops because I don't.
Liar.
I'm calling the cops.
I'm going to be one of the ones come out the woodwork. Yeah, she fucked me too, and I didn't like it.
I'm like, we victims.
Oh, I remember my question now.
What?
With oral, I asked this with the guys.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I was lit and everything. Would you let a girl with no grills, with no teeth, give you head?
Hell fucking yeah. What are you talking about? What?
No grills. No grills at all.
No teeth?
My fellas.
No teeth?
And I really want y'all to answer this on comments and wherever you go, please.
Nah, I can answer it for you. Hell yeah. What are you talking about?
Would you guys accept oral from a woman with no grill, no teeth?
Don't let her be bad.
Here's my question to you, Matt.
What?
Have you had that experience?
Nah. So you can slide in my DMs at Matt Spelling. Jimmy, You had it done with no teeth? Like no teeth?
Yeah, she's 70 years old.
70, bro?
Damn, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have asked that question. How old did we get? You know what I'm saying?
How old does it constitute not having no teeth?
I don't give a fuck, yo. She had no teeth. She was 70.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So how was it?
I was hurting. I needed something.
Really?
Was it amazing?
Yeah. He said he was hurting.
But no, was it amazing?
It felt dog ass good.
It felt good.
Was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I knew it.
Really?
She slobbered all over
Oh
that shit.
man, yo, it's like dinner
Like,
Dan,
okay,
like
okay,
dental
so-
Dan was like running down your nuts, right?
She needed a bib.
Oh Jesus!
mean-
Oh hey, how about take a second, real quick, yo. Now was it like sloppy?
Pretty
It was-
much, you see in the porn, like, I mean, she had them all in her mouth and everything else, and then, she, like, the drool. coming
Yo,
out.
you was like in somebody's grandma's throat, guy. Yo, that is hilarious. So Matt Spelling at on Instagram. you get my Gmail too.
Damn.
That's popping. Yo.
I don't even know if I want my lady
Yo,
friend
it's like
players
what-
knowing shit.
I be trying to tell people like there's certain things guys got to do. Like if you get the opportunity to, there's certain things you got to do. You got to like if you're a skinny guy, you got to get a fat chick. If you
Yeah, because she'll cook for you and fatten you up.
if you get a midget, if you had a chance with a midget, one midget, you know what I mean? One midget. She gotta be one of those midgets with the donkey
think so?
butts. You gotta be like
Would you
dunk-
do a midget?
I've been there.
You see?
Oh,
You've
wow.
been living the dream the whole time. Look, we
It
over
wasn't,
here.
I don't know. It ain't much of a
How
dream.
midget?
How midget?
I like how like what we talking in inches?
Like 3'11"?
That's
And this is no disrespect.
so no disrespect to little people. I apologize.
No
for saying
disrespect to
midget.
anyone who's disabled
I-
on these following questions, but I want to ask:
That's on my bucket list.
would you?
I'm sorry, little people. Come
Would
on.
you? No, it's not little people. It's not little people. I'm going above the little people now. No disrespect.
We're going to rise above that.
We're gonna rise above that. So now I ask this question again to the other guys: would you have sex with someone who's deaf?
yo, listen, listen to me.
I've been
listen
there.
to me, yo. She can sign me in. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'll say,
But the only drawback to that is
So you guys would?
if you like to hear sounds,
uh-huh.
then you're shit out of luck.
Yeah,
because
because that sound is gonna be like. "Ooh."
Oh no!
Because it was
Don't
a- it
do
was a
that.
deaf-
Val.
I'm sorry.
Val.
it was a deaf Indian chick I,
mean-
did it with.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good thing about it is you can actually record it and she don't know when you're in doggy style.
Wow.
Yeah, you could be talking on the phone to somebody else. She ain't gonna know.
Wow.
This is amazing. So check out my Instagram. Matt Spelling. That's my DMs. And what?
Damn.
And what?
So who else
what you-
in the disability category?
I want to try an amputee.
Yo, word up. Like,
You know, where you
listen,
pop her leg off
No
and-
disrespect, but no arms, no legs. I'm going to call it my stump.
Just
Feel
a
me?
torso.
I'm gonna call my
Just a
little-
torso.
Just a torso. And a
wow.
vagina. A torso. and That's all I want, y'all. I don't want her to be able to do nothing. All right? All right?
Roll her around.
Well,
you know.
I want to put her on like a backpack. I don't when I'm finished. I want to put it. I want to throw on.
Can you imagine you laying on your back? She's on top. You could spin her around.
Oh
like a top.
man, she didn't gotta do nothing. She ain't gotta
Wow.
do
Yeah,
nothing.
she is flexible. You're absolutely
flexible.
right.
What is flexibility? We gotta do anything now. All right.
No, like in general, they're double jointed naturally because they have to use one
Yeah,
more
listen.
than
got
the other.
no-
Nah,
she ain't got
nah.
no-
See, you got too much limbs. I want shoulder off. I want up to the shoulder. All right. I want to have a flip. Yo, they gotta cancel me.
You want this, huh?
That's all I want.
guys are fucked
And
up.
no, like up to the thigh. You know what I
No
mean?
disrespect.
I want a thigh game, yo.
This is the sober talking.
Yeah. So I want to be able to do that, toss her around, do a couple like kick flips with her. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Come on.
So you haven't tried a blind
like,
person?
yo, it's not a little stump, baby.
No, I might have better luck. She might not cheat then.
Nah, she probably figure you out with your just touching your arm like Ray Charles. You feel me?
She'll probably be like, oh, she'll probably be like the mask guy. Remember the mask? The
Oh,
movie, The
yo.
Mask? She was like,
Yo, Ray Charles touched
oh my
Shorty
God.
arm was like, nah. Yo,
God.
how you touch somebody's wrist was like, nah, this ain't the one, dog. Like, give me the.
yo.
Do you know how? I gotta get better with my fucking, with being in tune with my body.
You
Body.
need more experiences.
I do, man. I feel like I didn't. You came in here and I'm like, you know what? I haven't lived. I
Right?
thought I lived. I haven't lived.
I think I
Bullshit.
live too much.
I think I ain't live enough now. No, I thought I lived too much. Now I realize somebody else is out there.
Wow, that's crazy. What was the oldest you had?
Oldest I had, late 50s. Late 50s, but I was young.
Same.
I was
Same.
young at the time, so I think I was around my I think I was 20. I think I was like 20. So like she was late 50s, whatever. She told
About
me a few
30-year
things.
age gap.
Yeah.
She told me a few things.
We were like, yeah.
Oh, she paid you for it. So you like.
So you were like a little gigolo.
A little boy toy. You know what I mean? She probably paid rent once or twice. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Don't judge me, man. Times was hard at 20. You feel me? I was 19, just turning 20. You gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta pay rent. You feel me? You know what I mean? She offered. Don't be behind there judging me and shit. Whatever. I got it. Yo, I bet
it is.
But women can have sugar daddies all day, but you be like, oh yeah, women wanted to pay me for for a good time.
Have you guys ever had a horrible blowjob experience?
Hell yeah.
And what was your first time, and how was it?
Let me get on real quick, yo.
I want to know.
She got too much teeth action. Like she also in the back of her jaw is tighter than the fucking front of her jaw, right? She want to graze across the bottom of the shaft. She got a hard ass top of her jaw. The top of up here, it be hard as shit. She be pressing that shit against the.
She had that overbite.
Yeah, that overbite.
Overbites or no goes?
No, overbite's fine when you know how to do it. You know what I mean? I think if you
when you know how to.
I feel like if you have an overbite, you gotta like practice a little bit more. But I think it's it's
really?
easy. Just a little slobber, extra spit action. Maybe open up the back of your jaw like
I want to know what
snake.
Glenn has to say about this.
You know what I mean?
What happened?
I mean, you just can't use your teeth. I mean, you know how like a snake will unhinge its jaw?
Right.
I need a woman like that because if you use your teeth wrong, you're skinning a potato.
You almost want to pretend you don't have teeth.
Oh, that's
You
painful.
don't
That
want
sounds painful. I'm sorry, fellas.
yeah.
You know
now,
what I mean?
it can't like it's sort of like if like a woman with them stiletto fingernails and long ass sons of bitches, they like to graze lightly and everything. Mm-hmm. That's fine, but not use your teeth because you don't have that kind of sensitivity.
Do you guys, in that moment, had any ball action?
Ball action. Oh no! You come down to my nuts with teeth. I'm gonna throw so many 3-piece combinations at you. It's gonna look like a fucking. It's gonna look like a Tyson fight. It's gonna look bananas. Don't go nowhere near my nuts with teeth action.
Dang.
Oh man.
I don't like it when they suck too damn hard, like they're trying to.
Yeah, this is not a vacuum. Don't suck me like you're.
Don't try to suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
exactly,
too much.
yo.
Yeah, that's too hard.
The grape through the keyhole.
So what's a
method's not
perfect
cool. I don't know.
circulation of the?
I don't know the perfect. It's just I'll let you know.
To be honest with you, never sucked a dick day in my life, so I don't know the perfect succulation for one. But I would assume. Figure it the fuck out, like,
sort of like a Dyson ball kind of suction.
Yeah.
Not Bissell from Walmart.
He said
but
not
Dyson.
Bissell or a bullet.
Right.
Yeah.
You wanna okay?
It's got to be right mixture. And see, that goes to.
And do you want to be at the end of it, like right at the end when you coming off of it? You want to get a little suction out, and I'm like,
No, she better not turn my shit to a slinky. No.
No, don't turn it into a slinky. Like, where is she coming off of it? You know what I mean? You want her to pull with a little bit of suction there, not too much. You don't want to feel like your insides are coming through your dick, but you want it a little bit where it feels like, oh, she got me.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, she could suck the
soul
soul out of me on the dick part, but you gotta be gentle.
With the balls. Period.
With the balls.
Ladies, be gentle. Don't over circulate on the balls.
Do not over circulate on the balls. As a matter of fact, if you're down there on the balls, it's more of a licking action. Okay, it's not here for you to gobble them. You don't need to put them all the way in your mouth. Okay, you can just leave it there. And just, pretend that you was licking some like ice cream.
Just like a clit. You women want theirs licked and everything, and some don't want it sucked on.
Well,
so
don't lick it if
way.
it's hairy though. I feel like guys who don't cut their nut sacks are like disrespectful.
It's
Word. Like, how you gonna ask?
Well, it's sanitary too,
Yeah,
because
gross.
if a guy has hair down there, it's keeping the smell there.
And there's
So
a
you
lot
have
of
to be
smells
shaved
on
and
guys.
stink.
He's not wrong. It's a lot of
Yeah,
smells.
I'm not
on men.
licking no hairy balls.
Why
all
not?
right.
Yeah, I know you licked the hairy ball too in your life. Don't
No.
I feel feel like you capping, yo.
You've had to pull some pubes through your teeth a time or two.
Huh?
I'm sure you've had to take some pubes through your teeth a time or two.
You gotta pull some pubic from your teeth, guy. Oh my God. So,
I have not.
you never had to pull pubic hair from your mouth?
Okay. You know
Yeah.
what?
You never did that one thing where you do it and then took motherfucker.
Oh my God.
No, I haven't actually.
Like
no.
he just finished shaving earlier this morning, but he didn't.
I don't think I have. No.
And I don't like a woman. I like them shaved, but don't give me that 2-day stubble growth down there.
Oh, yeah.
You know that's
The stubble.
Yeah, that severe tire damage. You know,
that shit be feeling like asphalt, yo.
It's
you
like
go down there,
sandpaper, you know.
That shit be.
And especially like I got the juice saver down here.
Yeah, yo.
And when that grinds against
I get
unshaved
it.
or whatever,
I get it.
I mean, you create sandpaper and it's just too damn much.
Ooh, I'm
Because
sorry.
I don't mind the face sitting. I mean, you can do that shit all day long, but just be smooth, you know.
Right. Face sitting is fine. If you're gonna shave, if you're gonna be on your, the 2-day stubble is not a good thing for me. I just feel like once you get to day 2, maybe you should take a day off. Get to day 3, shave again, and then you could go back to party.
What was the one thing in sex that you were like excited to try and then you were like disappointed and actually regretted
Anal. I was excited to try anal.
I agree.
And then
I
once
agree
I
with
tried it, I was
that.
just like, nah, this is like bullshit. And like
Why
legit
did you like
bullshit.
it?
Huh?
Why did you like it?
Because you're in like
What did
like
it feel
you
like?
legit start to think like I'm in the ass hole. And then you start to think of stuff like I take shits. Like
It's fucked up.
And
Well,
then you kind of be like you're in it and you're like, I'm be honest with you, you're probably more scared of something
coming out.
coming out. Like so you're in it and then you pull out and you're pulling out and you're just glancing at it because you just want to. If something brown or a brown streak comes down, you know you're gonna lose it. I know I'm gonna lose it. I know I'm gonna lose it. So
I lost it.
you lost it. Yo.
Oh.
Because that happened.
Yeah.
I pulled it out and just started smelling them. What the
Oh
fuck?
man, no.
Damn, so you basically I shitted on.
I know, and that was the last time I saw her.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Damn,
that was it.
bro,
And see,
that
like
would've
after that
fucking-
experience,
Well-
it was almost like
Well, the anal thing. I never said on Lovely. So I had a anal situation with this one woman. It was the first time I ever tried it. I only tried it twice in my life. I was like, okay, it's not for me. I completely know it's not for me. So we're doing it. She goes, oh, I want it in my ass. Now I knew I was out of my realm of comfortability.
Right.
The way she was already handling the meat. It wasn't normal. She was handling the meat too pro. And I was young and I thought I knew what pro was. I didn't know what pro was, right? So
you
I
weren't
go
doing
in.
that.
I go in and she's like, yo, put it in my ass, whatever. She's taking it. She's like grabbing my drink from behind. She's like wiping it between like the
she had the
asshole.
PhD.
Yeah, she knew exactly how to do this. She's like wiping it between her pussy and her ass. So I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening? And she's just like, she's grabbing it. She's like sticking. I got a condom on, of course, but she's like, and I'm just like, oh, she's like, easy. I'm just like, oh, so I'm pretty much in it without even have to do anything.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
I didn't really have to do work.
She just forced you to do it.
Pretty much. It's like, I'm in it. So I'm in it, and this is the donkey. This the donkey hit convo, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm in like, okay. I'm
I
in
can't
the
even
ass,
imagine
right?
this.
She's like, slap. She's like, slap my ass. So I slap her. Pow. I'm a man. You feel me?
Yeah. Handprint.
Handprint. She was like,
Handprint.
slap my ass. I was like, okay. And again, no disrespect. She was a Caucasian woman. Okay? I should have known. I shouldn't have even been there in the first place. I said, slap my ass. So I reel up from the sky with God's hand. God slapped me a 5 up here, came down with the demon. Boom! Slapped the ass. Nothing. She felt shit. She was like, oh, you hitting like a bitch.
What?
I'm in your ass. I'm slapping it as hard as I can. So
You three-piece it?
I cocked back and I gave her a fucking hitting the I hooked the fucking ass.
You
like,
punched her
I
ass.
punched her dead in the ass, like boom, right with the dick still inside her. This is her reaction. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. I said, I can't do this anymore. This is too much. This is too much for me. I'm not here to give you abuse. I'm not here for this. I just wanted to have a good time.
Yo,
She's
that's
one of them
crazy.
misogynists where, they like
Bro,
pain.
she was mad at me because I left. She was all cursing me out. I was like, I'm going. This is
she's like,
bugged
I'm
out,
gone.
yo.
Yeah,
This
that's
is bugged
fucking
out.
crazy.
I got a heavy hit.
And she fucking probably
She
was
ate that.
bruised up.
Oh, she ate that hit like it was not even there.
Damn.
Boom. She was like, ooh. She looked back at me. When when she looks, when the woman looks, you know what I mean?
She's waiting on the other side to get going.
Yeah, she
You
was
say,
like,
how does the woman look back?
she just looked back like, and I was just like, oh, shit. This is where we at. Nah, man, I can't be here. This is too much for me today. I'm like, it's a Thursday. It was something fucking. It was a weird day. I was like, I shouldn't even.
What are the different looks in bed for women?
I don't know, man. She looked back at me and she just gave me that horny face.
Val, turn around and spell run.
Run. R-U-N.
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 That's exactly the same way. Turn around and spell R-U-N.
R-U-N? Oh, I get it.
You're so smart.
I can't.
You okay?
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just like, oh my God.
You have any similar stories like that
Please
about
give us
anal or something like that made you uncomfortable during during sex?
Let's see. Uncomfortable moments during sex.
I've had horrible views and positions.
Other than the one pulling out their shit on my dick. Other than that, that was. I mean, I've been with one. She was a sub of mine, and she liked her boobs punched. Like, you would have enjoyed her.
No, why would I punch? I don't want to punch boobs.
Well, it's
Let me
like
honest
two
with you.
punching bags. It's like two speed bags. Yeah,
Girl,
she would have
Girl,
loved
I got
you.
some problems today. I
mean, to the point where you could hold one up and she wanted to,
Oh, my God.
ride.
Really?
Yeah, she enjoyed that kind of a pain. And to her,
Fast forward, breast cancer.
seeing the bruises was like,
Damn.
she wanted to see the bruises to remember her dom.
Do you
And
remember
so
her
she-
what?
Her dominant.
Oh, her
It was
dominant.
The
Okay.
dom sub.
I thought you said dong. I apologize.
No,
Okay.
not thong.
Okay.
Her dom.
Her dong. Gotcha.
And
I know what
it's
dong
sort of like beauty marks to
Yeah.
to that world.
Yeah. Yes.
And so that was kind of crazy, because after my hand
A
got
punch.
tired,
So
I
that
tired.
was her thing.
Yeah, that was her thing.
I had one that it was a thigh.
Oh, a thigh.
Yeah,
She
a
punched her thigh.
Not punch her thigh, but she like whelped on a thigh.
Whelped?
A whelp. A whelp. Like
Oh,
a
really?
Whelp. Yeah, just like a raised mark
Mm.
on her thigh. It's interesting. Yours is like punch to the titty. It's like,
Yeah,
Imagine.
I know about slapping.
Yeah,
but
sex
she
must
was
have been
like hard.
intense. If she like
It
punched
wasn't
to the
sex.
tits.
I mean, that scenario was
Yeah.
just.
So it was more of a
she got aroused by just the pain.
just
of
the
that.
pain version of it.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
all I went over there for because
Okay.
she dressed out about 300 pounds.
Has any girl that you guys ever had really took the dick completely in even more?
What are you talking about?
Like your whole entire inches, like everything?
Every single one.
Every single one?
I mean, unless you force. Yeah, you got. Sometimes you got to push down.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys said that. You said that girls just be talking and they don't.
Not.
So,
Yeah. A lot of them.
I just
some,
had
a
them
lot,
with the
yeah, a
dick.
lot of them do, but
You
sometimes.
still force them.
No. Don't make. Wait. You got.
I'm
Careful
not,
how
I'm
you
not-
say it.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Be very
sorry.
careful how you
I'm
say
sorry.
it.
Use the right word.
You gotta be very careful how you say it. All right.
If she cannot take the dick, then
I want to make that into a sound
No,
bite.
do it back. Do it back.
So she can't take the
if
dick.
she cannot take the dick,
Copy.
then if she says go deeper, then you go deeper.
Right.
But you don't force it like, okay, I'm gonna ram
But
this
when
shit
you
in
guys
here.
go deeper, do you feel like a wall or something? Or
You can hit the diaphragm.
Yeah, you can hit it. You push
And-
that shit back.
damn.
That's when you know it's been a long time for her since she's had
The
sex.
dick. No, it's been a long time. She's been playing with little boys. Now she about to get
Yeah, if she's been farting around with 4 inches, and then all of a sudden a mandingo comes around, then yeah.
Dropping the heat on.
Have you guys ever gone so deep that you made a girl blood?
Yeah, that happens.
I've started a period or two.
That happens.
It happens, right?
Yeah, you get your red wings.
Yeah.
You get your red
Every once in a
wing.
while. Every once in a blue. I like, yo.
I'm sorry that it was a terminology.
Yeah, it was a good one. I actually really like that. You'll get your red. We call it running red lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I call it my Tom.
Like, yeah,
I'm
Time of the
country. I just have all these.
okay.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, we ran the light. We ran the light by accident. I ran the light. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ran it on purpose. Yeah.
You ran them on purpose? I can't
mean,
run them on purpose.
Well, because if you
It looked like a
if you
murder
take a
scene.
woman in the shower, you can have sex with them
I
during the
get
period.
that part, but it depends.
Really?
On, yeah, it depends on when
Yeah,
she's on her period.
because
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
really the best time. If you were trying to get pregnant at the beginning of ovulation,
I
when
thought
she's
it was
bleeding is when you do it.
Yeah. So it's usually like somewhere midway through her period. Then you can start having.
Someone told me that when you hit a hop a girl in the shower, she's guaranteed to get wetter after. or
Well, I
something?
didn't say that she was gonna get wetter. I said, I was like, yeah, her period could stop.
Okay.
Yeah, her menstrual could like pause for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna go in there and something gonna come out.
But when you're in the shower, you may get a whiff of it, but
I thought that you could
wouldn't see
arouse
it.
women more.
Smell
She
like
said something
pennies.
about arouse. Yeah.
That
Smell like-
copper,
I smell like that copper smell.
that iron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell like you worked in a factory all day. That's coming out of you. Don't. That's you. You
I
take that. Smell that.
know. Shut up.
You feel that shit. I mean,
Copper.
smell like old factory work.
We are all ashamed of that time of the month. Okay.
Why?
Now, are you?
Oh, that's
Goddamn.
Oh, there's a ghost thing
that's some
here.
poltergeist shit.
Anyway, so
Sorry about
when you're going through your period, okay, and if you're in a relationship, does the boyfriend need to like go on vacation or out of the house?
I feel
No.
like with vows, it needs to be a vacation.
With me on my period, I just become like needy.
Mm.
I become like, give me chocolate, Dove specifically from Walgreens, and just give that to me after you come out of work, and that's it. Stuff like that. Like, I'm very specific.
Well, basically, on the calendar, when I know that you're about to start, I'm just going to get you a fucking CVS gift card and get your own shit.
This is what I do. I make sure I know it.
Mhm.
All right, I know it. So when it's coming, all right, I'm on point. I pop in. They be like, "Oh, I don't feel like." I pull out the drawer and they be like, "Oh my god," and there'll be chocolates and shit. And
But then when you do that, they'll find out something else that they want
that's fine.
just to make you go
Fine.
out there.
Nah, definitely not.
It's fine. They're usually satisfied when they do see it, the chocolate thing.
Yeah, I'll be like, give me Midol.
Yeah.
I want cuddles all
know.
day.
Oh, yeah. Midol is good for
No,
menstrual
don't.
cramps.
There's
That's
no
me.
cuddles because I'm out of
I love
here.
cuddles all
I'm outta
day.
here.
That's how I get when I'm in my period. That's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a big baby or something like that.
I sell my kids for that. I take each kid and I say, this one likes to cuddle. All right, I'm renting them out for about $25. You know,
You sell your
Yeah,
kids.
I'd sell them. You know, so they're like a cuddling service. You know, what I mean? my sons especially, they love them some women. They'll be like, they'll cuddle underneath you.
Oh, they would.
Right, yeah, and I'm $25 richer. Whatever. Whatever.
$25 an hour per kid.
I'm a little daddy pimp. Whatever. Whatever. Don't judge me.
People go to jail for shit like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. What you
You're
talking
a
about?
daddy what?
What you say?
What are you?
I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
I don't know. Let's get back to the sex stuff and get away from the kids.
So it gets for cuddling. That's crazy. Yo, there's actually is a guy that was making money like that.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Seattle or some shit?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. No. Don't do this. This ain't the.
Didn't you talk about it?
I'm not going into the Epstein conversation. There was a guy who was making money off of cuddling, and I wanted to know how did I put my resume in because I'm pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I get the?
I know. If I could make money just cuddling, I mean,
Listen.
that would be great.
Listen.
Yeah,
So do me real quick before. This is how we're gonna end this. I want you to give him a tape.
We're all over already.
I want you. Yeah, we're at the. Hell yeah.
It's an hour.
Been way past an hour.
Yeah, I know.
So-
It doesn't feel like it.
Part 2.
What I want you to do is I want you to go look at the camera. Okay, I want you to give him a quick little. I want you to give him a quick little thing of you. This is your resume. This is your cuddle job. They're interviewing right now. Please let us know what make you a great cuddler for our service. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. Interview.
Yeah, sir.
Resume.
So we'd like to hire you for this cuddling position, but we want to know exactly what makes you qualify for this service.
I bring chocolate.
Okay. I like this guy already. Chocolate.
There's not much else to do it. I mean, I'll bring your favorite drink, your chocolate, and everything else, and I'll lay for hours, and then I'll keep my phone away so you won't think I'm sitting there on the phone playing a fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So he's attentive. Okay, he likes.
Yeah,
attentive.
attentive. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, attention. Yeah, I give attention where attention is due.
Okay.
You know, it's a two-way street. You know, I don't want to cuddle and not get cuddled back.
Right.
You know,
Sir. I don't like.
But what kind of
you're messing up your interview right now.
I want to know what kind of cuddler you are. Are you big spoon or little spoon?
Are you big spoon, little spoon?
Because this is important.
I'm on the outside. I'm big. I gotta.
Are you
You
big
gotta
spoon?
be-
I
you're
want
big
my
spoon.
arm
Okay.
around.
Okay, you're big
You
spoon.
know,
And you have to have the arm around too.
it's a security kind
Now,
of
are
thing.
you afraid to be little spoon? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't.
You
I'm
gotta
not
know.
afraid of it. It could go both ways. You know, she ain't got a strap on. So.
Are we caressing
he's okay with
here?
that.
Is there's no
Yes,
caressing?
there's plenty of caressing. I love caressing, and I love playing with hair. I love running my fingers through hair
okay.
when
okay.
I'm cuddling and everything else.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
It depends on. I mean, some
is
black
attention.
women don't like you touching the hair.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do
but,
that. Don't
yeah,
do that.
I ain't,
Don't do that.
You know,
Okay.
I ain't gonna fuck with that.
Don't do that.
So
Are we fake biting here? Are we?
you can nibble.
No nibbles.
You can nibble.
Okay. So
You can
there are
nibble
nibbles
on whatever the fuck you
She's
want.
if he's big spoon and they nibbling, what they nibbling on?
An ear, or I'm nibbling on an ear or a neck, the back of the neck or something.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
You know what we're gonna do with your application? We're gonna take it. We're gonna put it on our pile, and we're gonna give you a call.
Amongst all the other bullshit. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna give you a call later. You know what I mean? And honestly, Calvin, thanks a lot for coming in. You was a good sport today, man. I appreciate you even doing this on the last minute because we were supposed to do this
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, he's
2
calling
weeks ago,
you out.
right? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I had something important to do. What do you want to do? I had to go do something.
Yeah, it was 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was out of here in these streets. You know what I mean?
I did not know.
I was busting firecrackers and shit. You know, shooting them into the sky. Police was coming by, still shooting them into the sky.
Why did that run?
I don't know, man. I've
People
been trying to
this
tell
guy.
people I'm a rapper these
What
days
did he
and
say
didn't
happened?
even know it. Make sure you follow Cowboy. Shout your stuff out, your Instagram, where they can find you, your and your lives.
MF Cowboy on Instagram, Cowboy R on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram, and then you'll find out all my posts when my shows are.
Of course.
Val, how they gonna find you?
You can find me at Sophily_Val on Instagram or SophillyVal on Facebook and Twitter. And you can also find me on Reflections with Val on Instagram and everywhere else as well.
And we just finished up with the Bulletproof Fitness and the Therapy Without a Degree 3K Run Walk event. Thanks for everybody that showed love and everyone who did come out. Check me out, Matt Spellin on Instagram, Matthew Spell on Facebook, Matt Spell on Twitter, Bulletproof Fitness, fucking the Lovely Important Nonsense podcast website. You know I'm fucking everywhere, dogs. Find me, Spotify, your mama house, your grandmama house, and your sister.
We make
I'm out of
moves.
this bitch.
For the longest time,